folks, how are we doing? It's Maybach Egg, and we are back with some more Arena Powered Cube. Pack one, pick one. We opened a Time Walk. I think we've got to take it here. Other cards in this pack that we really like are Tolarian Academy, of course. There's a Barrogoyf, which I'm a huge fan of. I'm never going to turn down a pack one, pick one Barrogoyf. Kaito's a nice card, and we've also got an Animate Dead as well. And a bunch of other solid cards, but definitely, this is definitely a first pick Time Walk situation. We're not letting Time Walk sneak by. Okay, pack one, pick two. A little less intriguing. We've got a lot of sort of semi-interesting cards. The Legend of Kuruk would keep us in blue. And I've never played with this card, but it seems like the sort of like preordained 2 times and then drop a 4/3 would be decent. We also see a Grave Titan as well if we wanted to do some more reanimation. Memory Jar is interesting if we want to, you know, do a kind of stormy wheel route. I think I don't want to pick a Memory Jar pack one, pick two, but nothing is really calling out to me here otherwise. I wonder if Magda would be any good, or if we should just stay in blue and do Kuruk. Yeah, I guess we'll pick Kuruk here. I'm not enchanted by anything I'm seeing in this pack. We have a Portal to Phyrexia, a Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Does Jace get... Yeah, he gets instants and sorceries back from the graveyard if he flips. That seems pretty good with our Time Walk. And if we ended up doing a kind of like wheelie, stormy type of thing, he could be a good pickup for us to just be looting our cards. So I think I'll take the Jace, although I do have my eyes on Reckoner Bankbuster. Portal to Phyrexia would be good if we picked up a Tinker at some point. Hopefully we wheel the Bankbuster. But we'll take Jace here. Okay, we've got a Balance. Very interesting. We could go for some kind of like blue-white control sort of thing. That doesn't seem out of the question. Maybe we do that and then see where that path takes us here. Got an Esper Sentinel, a Leovold. Nothing else that I'm dying to play here. Maybe a Lauren, but I'm not sure. I think maybe the pick here is Esper Sentinel, but I could also see us going for the Lauren as well. Well, if we end up being a control deck, Force of Negation seems pretty hot. So does Spell Pierce. Pyrogoyf is also awesome, although it doesn't look like we are doing any kind of beatdown plan here. I think we'll take the Force of Negation, hoping to wield the Spell Pierce, or maybe even the Traumatic Critique. Thundering Falls is an interesting pickup. We've also got Krang and Emrakul. Seer would be some okay removal. I think I'm going to go for the Thundering Falls here in case we end up splashing red. I may regret wheeling some of these like big cards in case we get a Show and Tell at some point, but Show and Tell is pretty diverse. We can do a lot of different things with that. I'm liking this Wan Shi Tong. Seems like a really solid pickup for us. Sage of the Skies, also really great. Talisman of Creativity ain't bad, but I think this is a Wan Shi Tong without much question here. Okay, our first pack is back to us, and we did not wheel a lot of the cards that we were looking for. We do see a Torsten and a Kaito. A Fabled Passage is interesting. A Dam could be a board wipe. And there's also Eagles of the North, which plane cycles. So I think we're going to pick that up instead of going for the Dam here. couple of birds in our pack. The Memory Jar wheels. So does a Cauldron Complete and a Nexus of Becoming. I think I'm tempted to take the Cauldron Complete in case we run into a Stone Forge. The Memory Jar at 5 mana just doesn't seem very feasible. There's a Reckoner Bankbuster and a Celestial Colonnade, which is also really tempting, especially if we're in some control shenanigans here. I think we'll go for the Colonnade. And I would also love to see some counter spells here soon. And some premium white removal. I think the card we are most likely to play here is Portable Hole. Thalia would not go over super well for us. Portable Hole also sticks around after we resolve a balance. I noticed that all the reanimation spells that we saw in the first round of packs have not wheeled. So something worth knowing if we tried to get into Reanimator. That is probably cleared out of the way. We'll take this Cloud. I doubt that we'll play it. Doubt that we'll play a Lush Portico. And we'll put Kellen in the sideboard as well. Okay. Pack 2, pick 1. There's Subtlety. That could be good in a blue-white control shell. I suppose Glenalendra Guardian could as well. I think we probably go with the Subtlety here, hoping to wheel the Glenalendra. Prismatic Vista is a bit tempting, but I think for solid playables that are in line with what we're trying to do, we'll grab the Subtlety here. Okay, we got a couple of fetches, an Ocelot Pride, a Lutri the Spell Chaser, could double up our Time Walk if we wanted to. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria to finish off the game. Man, this is a pretty compelling pack. These are not in our colors, but yeah, I think we're going to pick up the Lutri here. Maybe it's Cope, but imagine hitting our Time Walk with a Lutri. That could be fantastic. I would really love to wheel this Teferi. It seems like exactly the card we want to wheel. Okay, we got Oracle of the Alpha. Very tempting, but maybe not the card we want to see in a control deck. I think Force of Will might be the pick here. We've got all the premium free counter magic. I think we take Force of Will here and say goodbye to the Oracle of the Alpha. It's tempting, but filling up our deck with a bunch of Moxes at turn 3 does not seem like where we want to be. Torrent Oculus is kind of an intriguing finisher in this deck. Displacer Kitten, also a very powerful card. I'm wondering if we go for the Oculus here and consider playing it, but not fully commit to it. It might be a good finisher alongside a Wan Shi Tong, a Jace Vryn's Prodigy, that sort of thing. Okay, we've got Grindstone, Sunfall, and Otawara. I think, man, Sunfall is such a dick beating. I think we take the Sunfall here. Be kind of fun to do a Zorius Painter, but I think we take the Sunfall over the Dream of that. That Otawara is really nice. I would love to see that on the wheel, but yeah, we're taking Sunfall here. Wow, that is a pretty late Tinker, and we do happen to have a Cauldron to grab with that. I'm kind of considering it. A pack 2 pick 6 Broadside Bombardiers is also pretty crazy. I think I'll speculate on the Tinker here. We have 1, 2. This makes an artifact 3 targets. A Retrofitter Foundry could be a great controlling, not controlling, but like a slow way to like use our mana that we hold up. Cryptic Command also really good. Reprieve also really good. You know, the control player should probably play Cryptic Command, but I'm going to go Retrofitter Foundry. And we're going to do like a control-y blue-white artifacts sort of thing. Trash for Treasure. That's kind of interesting. So is Skyclave Apparition. And as is Raugrin Triome. Skyclave is good removal, but I think I may want the Raugrin Triome here. Let's grab that. Okay, we wield our Glenelendra Guardian. We'll snap that up. And go to the next pack. Evora makes artifact tokens. Sacred Foundry would be nice if we end up splashing some red. I think we'll do Sacred Foundry. Thought Monitor, kind of tempting. Talisman of Progress. I kind of don't hate running a talisman that's in our colors in a deck like this. We have not seen any counter spells, which is really, really quite sus. I wonder if someone is in our lane, because it certainly seems like it. A Leyline Binding that's 3 mana doesn't seem terrible. I'd like it to be a much better rate than that, but we'll take it for now. We'll put the Karn in the sideboard. Talisman of Conviction we'll put in the sideboard, but it could be decent for a Tinker target, or sorry, a Tinker activation. And we'll go to pack 3. Very underwhelming. I think we have to take the Polluted Delta here. Miscalculation seems really good, just because we do want to be doing some kind of counterspell thing, but I don't know. I think we're getting like pushed out of this lane. So I'm going to grab the Polluted Delta, and we're just going to be like a blue-white mid-rangey type pile, I think. Okay. Lots of interesting cards here. Lots of interesting cards. Corey Steelcutter. Path to Exile. Elspeth Stormslayer. I think I'm most interested in Path to Exile, but that Elspeth is so tempting. And we didn't wheel our Teferi Hero of Dominaria. So, I don't know. I think we have to prioritize removal here. We have a couple of like game-ending options other than Elspeth. There's a Mystical Tutor, although we're not really Mystical Tutoring for anything. A Johnny is nice, but we're not really that deck. Lion's Eye Diamond would be lovely if we had Breach and Freeze, but we just haven't seen it. Adeline is a solid card, but we're not really doing that either. We could run the Flage. Flage is another game-ending threat. We have 3 red lands. Technically 4, because we can fetch red with Polluted Delta. Actually, we can fetch 5 with Eagles of the North. I think we take the Flage here and hope to do some controlling. Okay. This is tough. Arid Mesa, really great. Stock Up, really great. Wheel of Fortune, maybe that's something we want to do too. I think we take Arid Mesa here, just to get our colors right for this Flage. Passing by this Stock Up really hurts, but I think it must be done. Dak Faden. Get in our deck. We love to see a Dak.
Now they look
Feeling really good about this red splash now. Oh my god. Pack 3, pick 6, Swords to Plowshares. Fuck yeah. Mana Drain. Oh my god. Okay, Mana Drain and Scalding Tarn. We got to take the Mana Drain. We've got to take the Mana Drain. Man. Okay. Something's coming together here. Consider seems solid. Xander's Lounge could get fetched off of any of our targets to make Leyline Binding a little less expensive, but I think we take the Consider here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blue sources to play with our Force of Will, Subtlety, Force of Negation. I think we pick up Astrologian's Planisphere here. Another blue card, another card that grows as we play our non-creature spells, another artifact for Tinker. We did not see the Stoneforge Mystic for our Kaldra, but for some reason we wheel the Elspeth. So we will absolutely be grabbing that. Soul Guide Lantern seems solid. Or maybe Shelldock Isle? No, Shelldock just has so many mid hits in this deck. We'll take the Soul Guide. We'll see if we end up playing it. Let's put that in the sideboard for now. Let's put Kaldra Complete in the sideboard as well as our Tinker. I just don't think that, tinkering for Kaldra Complete is that impressive. Cosmogrand Zenith is interesting, but I think we'll put that in the sideboard as well. We could play the Rafine's Tower. It's another blue-white land. It moves slow, but that's okay. I think we play a Rafine's Tower. We'll put a fucking Unexpectedly Absent in the deck. Why not? And then we'll take the Creeping Tar Pit and put it in the sideboard. Okay, we are sitting at 43 cards, and we're cutting a Plains because we are running a Eagles of the North. That's quite a few islands, but let's take a look at our red. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red sources, and we need double red for Flage. I think that's okay, and I think we just want extra islands because I think it's important we have islands for turn 1. I think we got okay mana. Yeah, let's take a look at some cuts here. The Legend of Kuruk is tempting, but I just don't know how well it performs. I think we might put that in the sideboard. Elspeth Stormslayer, Flage, and Abhorrent Oculus are kind of our game-ending threats. We've also got a Wan Shi Tong. I'm wondering what we want to cut here. JVP seems so-so, but maybe he'll be good to get Flage into the bin and fill the bin for Flage. If he gets to stick around, he's his own game-ending threat, but that feels really, really unlikely. I guess maybe we could trim the Talisman of Progress. I don't know if we are dying to run a 2-mana artifact, especially when we've cut our Tinker. 40 cards. Looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and run this. We are on the play. We've got a Sunfall, a Portable Hole, Eagles of the North to get our blue and our black. We could go ahead and grab a Rafine's Tower here. I think we're going to keep this. It's very reactive, but we land that Sunfall, we incubate. Maybe we get off to some real shenanigans here. Okay. We'll lead with the Plains, and we will pass. Planning to Plains cycle our Eagles. There it goes. We'll grab the Rafine's Tower. Play that out. Maybe play out a Portable Hole and an Astrologian's Planisphere next turn. Misty Rainforest from our opponent. Let's go see what they get. Underground Mortuary. Milling over an island. All right. Urza's Saga. Sounds good. Malevolent Rumble. Titania, Oracle, and Raphaelos. Interesting. Okay. Well, we can snap bind that Titania, which sounds pretty good. We can also Sunfall a bunch of Connies here once they start generating them, because I'm guessing that they're going to. Let's play our Sacred Foundry tapped. And play out our Astrologian's Planisphere. And then pass. We want to see them go Connie crazy. Ice-Till Explorer. Okay. Well, we've got to Leyline bind somebody here. Big time. Time Walk. Okay. Well, let's take a look. Do we want to Time Walk and Leyline bind? Smash in for 3? Then play a Sunfall when they inevitably play Titania next turn? I think so. I think that sounds pretty compelling to me. If they have Spell Pierce, it would really suck to get Time Walked. Get our Time Walk countered. But I'm just going to jam it. Why the fuck do I do these things? Jesus Christ. Okay, well, on the positive side, it seems like our Sunfall won't get countered next turn. So that's good. I'm really hoping that they don't get back the Urza Saga with this Titania. I shouldn't have said that because they're probably going to do it. Okay. Nope, thank goodness. Misty Rainforest. All right. We'll go ahead and hit with the Astrologian's Planisphere. Bait out their elemental token. We could also hold up blockers, take some damage, but then Sunfall next turn. This is a tough call. Let's chill. No, I think we Sunfall here. We're going to make a 2/2. We can boot it up next turn and attach Astrologian's Planisphere to it. Or do we wait a little longer? Man, this is tough. We will take 10 next turn if we don't block either the Elemental or Titania herself. But I think we just rip it now. We got the Spell Pierce out of their hand. Next turn we can boot up the Germ. See what they have to play. Time Spiral, huh? Okay. I kind of don't hate that. Yeah. Give me back my Time Walk. That sounds good. I can Flage and then Time Walk. Wistfulness. Okay, they're going to exile the Leyline Binding. That's pretty smart. What can I do about that? I believe I can do very little. They're going to mill a bunch of cards. And they're going to have a huge fucking Wistfulness to flap in our face. They mill over an Oko. Their deck's looking pretty good. I think what would be really wonderful here is to draw our balance. In fact, I am going to attempt to draw into our balance with Dak Faden. So we'll draw 2 and discard 2. We're going to get rid of our Polluted Delta and our Eagles of the North. And then we're going to Time Walk. Because if you don't have exactly Mana Tithe, we got you. Okay. We're going to Dak Faden again. Okay. We redraw the Sunfall. Let's get rid of... Okay. We could Sunfall and hold up Mana Drain. That seems pretty good. So let's get rid of the Raugrin Triumph and the Flage. Yeah, let's spin the Flage. Oh, man, that sounds good. And we will Sunfall. First we'll play an island, and then we will Sunfall. Make a 3/3 Guy token. And we can hold up Wan Shi Tong. We can crack one of our Phyrexian Incubator tokens. We can do a lot of things. We just ended up in a position of power. And they scoop! Wow. I was pretty worried about that game once we... once they got that wistfulness down on us, but we got there. On the play with all 3 colors, a dream of casting Abhorrent Oculus, Elspeth. I think this is good enough. The Time Walk might be a growth spiral, but fuck, whatever, man. Let's see what they got. Okay, great. Let's drop our Jace. Stern Scolding, sure. Looks like we might be playing against some control here. Love getting a second Plains. That's just fantastic. Let's pass. Moonlake Verge into Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor. Let's play out our Dak Faden. We can't Portable Hole the Gix, which is a shame. Are you going to Force of Will us? Subtlety? What you got? Force of Negation, perhaps? We can get rid of Gix with our Elspeth. But it looks like our Dak will resolve. So, let's draw and discard. I'm kind of tempted to get rid of the Portable Hole and the Unexpectedly Absent and hold up Force of Negation. Pitching Abhorrent Oculus. We might take a hit from Gix here. Understandable.
I'm innocent.
A Barrowgoyf. I don't like to see that. Let's play out our planes. Let's draw 2, discard 2. Polluted Delta and Eagles of the North. Well. Let's do it again. Barrowgoyf grows, which is a shame. What do you say we bait them out with a Time Walk here? Also, we're definitely going for Barrowgoyf with this Elspeth. Man, we can't pitch... We can't cast Force of Negation since it is our turn. That's a bummer. I think we Time Walk here because if this doesn't resolve, we're going to want to Abhorrent Oculus next turn. Okay, they Force of Will it. Understandable. Barrowgoyf is a 5/6. That is really spooky. We've just got to get rid of that. We say farewell to Dak. Barrowgoyf is a 6/7. And they're probably going to grab an Oracle back, which, hey, I'm okay with. I think it is fine to fill your deck with Power 9 at this point. They'll ponder. We'll allow that. Things are not looking good for us. We could Well, we do a couple of different things. I think we Elspeth and get rid of the Barrowgoyf. I think the Barrowgoyf has to be answered. It will mean our Elspeth dies, which is not good. We could also put 2 soldiers down on the ground. That could block Barrowgoyf and Gix. And we could destroy Gix next turn with our Flage. I think we're going to Elspeth and get rid of Barrowgoyf. Barrowgoyf is a huge threat that needs to be answered right now. And then we'll Flage the Gix. Hopefully play the Abhorrent Oculus. And then see where we go from there. We just need a land for our Abhorrent Oculus. They're taking a look at our graveyard. Did they have Reanimate, perhaps? Oh, they have Necromancy. Well, I think I'm going to counterspell that. Because I really don't want them to bring back their Barrowgoyf. We say goodbye to our Elspeth. They cycle Troll. Looks like they're on some strong Reanimator shenanigans. And we find ourselves a balance. This sends them down to 1 card in hand. Wait, hold up. We play the Flage first. And then we balance. 0 cards in hand. Ta-da. Base. Balance. All right. They were going to do some cheeky-ass reanimation, and we stopped that from happening. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Here we go. Celestial Colonnade going to town next turn. Narset, not going to be a problem. Unless she gets something really good. We'll see. Yeah, she gets Ancestral Recall. Understandable. We could Leyline Bind Narset. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Let's just kill her outright. She dies.
Overwhelming.
We're in the mountain waiting room. They're going to A-Call. That makes us pretty sad. They might even Time Walk here. But they've also filled their deck up with a lot of mana that isn't going to be doing too much for them. Liliana! That I do wish we could Leyline Bind. Oh my gosh. They're going to let us do it? Great. Awesome. Okay. Well, goodbye, Liliana. And then we can flash in Glenalendra Archmage. Sorry, Glenalendra Guardian. Whenever we'd like to. Okay, here we go. We can hold this up. We can hold up Subtlety. Man, things might be turning around for us. Opponent's having a good long think about what they got going on. They're regretting their Oracle of the Alpha choices. And we'll pass. They'll attempt to dismember the Glenalendra. I think we let it happen. I mean, they're just going to draw a card if we take the counter off of it. I think we chill. We can Subtlety something. Just grind Celestial Colonnade. Pass. Do we Subtlety here, or do we hold up Colonnade? Or, sorry, or just hold it up. Yeah, I don't know. Play it out. See what happens. Resolves immediately. That's a good sign. Don't need an island, but we'll play it. And we'll bash in for 7. Seems good. Got him on a 2-turn clock. We got to do something other than top deck and lands. Okay, can we activate? No, we can't activate Celestial Colonnade and cast Astrologian's Planisphere. So, we'll just go ahead and do that. Attack. They're down to 3. Play out the Planisphere. Seems good. We got a Sunfall. Booster Tutor. This is your last chance, opponent. Better draw that gas. Stock up, that's good. I gotta say, that's pretty good. But I don't know if you're gonna beat my Sunfall. Or my Celestial Colonnade. Drew yourself a land. 3 blue. What could this be? 10 cards in deck, even after putting the power 9 in. Ooh. Abhorrent Oculus. Well, that's pretty good. Time Twister, also pretty good. I think we're going to find, though, that I have a way to get through your guys. Time Walk. Okay, well, we force a negation that. Do we get rid of Dak Faden or Wan Shi Tong? I think we get rid of Dak Faden. Sorry, Wan Shi Tong. They Force of Will. They go to 2. Honestly, really happy to see that. Stock up again. And we're going to Sunfall into Dak Faden next turn. What do you think about that, opponent? Well, sorry, when we get our turn. Because they're going to hit us for a couple of points here with the Abhorrent Oculus. The Lockmare. Yeah, just fill the board with shit, you know? Keep going. Black Lotus again. Tapping for a Strix. Yep, sounds good. You're going to need something that'll gain you life, opponent. I don't know if you have any other counter spells on deck. We go for Narset. Sounds good.
I know 88 ways to put thoughtfulness before action.
And they grab a Booster Tutor. That seems very good. Nice long game here, huh? If I was them, I would want to hold up some counter magic. I think they probably also are interested in some removal. Get rid of my Subtlety. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Oh, they can't play that out. I was going to say, please play that out. They cannot. Jace is a little challenging in that they can get rid of our Sunfall token. No, they can't. They're gonna crack it on our turn. We're gonna crack it on our turn, and Jace is not gonna be able to hit it. So we Sunfall here, and then we can Time Walk. The question is, does it resolve? They're going to have to dig with the Lockmare. Yep. They're drawing a card. Makes sense. And Time Walk is probably the best card that we could have drawn for ourselves. This is a Giga Blowie, if I have ever known one. So we're going to activate our Incubator, swing for 7, and GG. Wow. We got a Subtlety we can pitch. We got a Dak Fade and a Sunfall eventually. Seems good. Seems good enough to me. We'll play Arid Mesa, go get our Raugrin Triumph. Planes into Ocelot Pride. Seems good. We'll pass to attackers. Oops. Oh, shoot. We didn't crack. I clicked that wrong. Okay. Let's Polluted Delta, and we'll pass. All right, mono white. You betcha. Man, you make a bunch of cats. We Sunfall. Mother of Runes can't protect you from Sunfall, I don't think. Yeah. Can't be blocked, targeted, dealt damage, enchanted, or equipped by anything of that color. Sounds good. We'll crack and crack. King's Tower. Oh, we could go get Thundering Falls here. Do a little surveil action. That seems good. Yeah, why don't we surveil a Flage to the graveyard? That seems great. Boot that up once we resolve a Sunfall here. Love seeing a mountain. Yeah, let's well, we could do a couple of things. We could Dak Faden. We don't have any artifacts we'd like to snatch. We could also hold up Glenelendra Guardian. Although they have a Mother of Runes, so they can just block anything. Let's Dak Faden and draw 2 cards. They might have the Mana Tithe here. That'd be a micro blowy. They're really thinking about it. I think you should do it. I think you should do it because we do not care. We're going to go to Sunfall Town next turn. We're going to shine. Soul Ring. Hey, you bet. Come on in. Okay. Go to our turn. These subtlety triggers are kind of beating our ass right now, but we play a mountain. We can subtlety here. We can Glenelendra Guardian, depending on what they play. The Wandering Emperor. You know what? Here's a little tempo blowy for you. I'm going to subtlety that. And then I don't really care that we're going to lose the subtlety to our Sunfall. We do have to be, I think, wary of Reprieve. That would really stink. But I like our position here. We're going to make, at the very least, a 5/5 Incubator token. Can crack that on our step. Smash in on the Wandering Emperor. Wrap the game up with Flage. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is great. This is fantastic. I think we go no blocks and then we exile. Yeah. I think that's the move. Yep, pro blue. They make a bunch of tokens. And then we Sunfall. They're going to make some artifacts. Or sorry, some soldiers, which stinks. But we've got to rip this here. We get an 11/11 token. Seems pretty fucking good. We can even hard cast Eagles of the North. Elspeth is really strong. So is the Wandering Emperor. They're gonna make a samurai. Yep. Okay. So we can make a token happen here. And then we can time walk. How are you going to block? You're going to block with 1. That's fair. We time walk. Cycle Eagles of the North, because I don't think we want to cast it. We go get a... It doesn't matter. We'll grab a Raugrin Triome. Maybe we'll cycle it. Yeah, let's cast Flage here. And then what we'll do is we'll get rid of the Wandering Emperor. And then they have to get rid of our Elspeth. Sorry, our Flage with their Elspeth. But we're going to hit them again. We can also pop our Glenelendra Archmage. Sorry, I keep saying that. That's that old card. We're going to pop our Glenelendra Guardian in. Maybe even cycle our Raugrin Triumph. I think they have to down tick and kill Flage here. Knowing full well that we will hit him if we don't. Yep. They hit Flage. Understandable. It's really great that our 11/11 beats the Flage. Beats the Elspeth hit. They're thinking about swinging here. Let's punish them with the Glenelendra. They lose that. They do a Sad Penis Sage of the Skies. Man, they are really on some mono-white shenanigans here. Let's cycle our Raugrin. And then we can balance. No, we don't want to balance. What am I saying? What am I saying? We're going to attack. And they've got to answer what we got going on. That balance could be good if we get to a point where we need to wipe up their board. Like if the Elspeth somehow gets out of control and we get into trouble. They're going to tick up Elspeth, make some creatures. Seems good. We can portable hole their Soul Ring, their creature token. There's not a lot of good options here. Let's swing again. Make them have it. They've just got to keep blocking. Yeah, I don't know. Damn. I guess portable hole on the Soul Ring? No, I'm going to hold that until there's like something we actually want to cast that on. They're going to keep upticking Elspeth. And we got to fill up our graveyard for Flage here soon. Balance is going to start looking a little bit better here. Especially if... Okay, that is a solid draw. Let's play out our planes now. And let's attack. Let's just attack here. And we'll pass. So we can make a big Wan Shi Tong. 6/6. Flash Flying Vigilance. To get rid of our friend Elspeth on their end step. And if it gets reprieved, so fucking be it. What are you grabbing? You're grabbing the Glenelendra Guardian. I wish that trigger would go off, but it won't. Great. That's fine. We take some beats from their guys. Please attack him with the Sage of the Skies. Yes. I'm not even going to block that with Wan Shi Tong. I'm not going to risk it. Although, is there any point to not risking it? No, there's not. Let's get rid of it right now. Snap resolves. We draw so many cards. Block, block. Block, hit, hit. Leyline Binding. Retrofitter Foundry. We're about to go to Shitter City. Portable hole on the Wan Shi Tong? Man, you're fucking brutal. Okay, we can leyline bind the portable hole, or we can just leyline bind Elspeth and cast our balance after drawing a bunch of cards out. Let's Retrofitter Foundry. Let's play Portable Hole and get our Wan Shi Tong back. Let's consider Path to Exile. That we do not need for now. Put that in the bin. We're getting closer and closer to our good friend Flage coming back, and I'll tell you what we'll do. We will balance. So you guys have to ask, what is it that I would like to keep? We're going to keep a Mountain, Thundering Falls, a Rafine's Tower, a Plains, and an Island. Maybe was not the world's best balance, but we're going to smash in for 11 points of damage here. They're going to take it. And we'll pass. Maybe our own Elspeth will show up. We're at 13 cards in our library. Hardcast Cauldron complete? Bruh. Holy shit. That sucks. Damn. Makes me wish I got their Soul Ring instead of the Retrofitter. Instead of their Portable Hole with our Portable Hole. Sorry, I'm thinking about Retrofitter right now. Damn, I wish I held up Force Negation on that Cauldron. That would have been dope. Okay. We win like a race here, I think. I'm not going to block. It would save us a little bit of damage, but don't think I'm interested in that. Let's Flage. Get rid of a bunch of shit. We can hit the Skyclave. Get back a 3/3 token. And we can attack for 12. How does that sound? You block there. Makes sense. And then we will pass because they can no longer swing with Cauldron complete. Wow. What a grindy match. Pretty nuts. Opponent goes first. This is a nice slow start for us. We've got our removal. We've got a couple of threats. We got Eagles of the North to get us all of our colors. I think we're going to keep this. Swamp and pass from our opponent. Love a Sunfall. We'll start by playing out Celestial Colonnade. Then, depending on what we see here, Dark Confidant, sure. We can, okay, well, there's our Raugrin Triumph showing up right on time. Let's play out the Raugrin Triumph and then hold up this Path to Exile. And then we can Eagles of the North for our Rafine's Tower if we don't end up using it. Take 2. See if they end up playing out their Tiny Bones. Quantum Riddler. Okay. Well, do we want to subtlety this? I don't think we do. But I do think we could consider pathing to exile the Quantum Riddler. Yeah, let's go for it. I don't love that when they are on the play and we're on the draw, but I don't really care about Dark Confidant and Tiny Bones, not for the time being. Okay, we've gotten every single one of our tap lands. Let's play the Thundering Falls and hold up Eagles of the North again. Force a negation. Do we want that? I don't think we do. We have enough interaction going on here. Let's pass it back. Let's see. Eagles of the North grabs us. I think maybe just an island at this point. No, it still grabs us Rafine's Tower. We could play Rafine's Tower and then play out Astrologian's Planisphere next turn. Him to Turak. That is unfortunate. I think we're just going to let that resolve and lose a land in a unexpectedly absent. That is maybe the best way that could have gone. We still have our big threats here. Go ahead and cycle Eagles of the North. They played an island instead of their swamp, which is interesting. Makes me think that maybe there's some counterspell action they got going on. Let's shock in... we don't have to shock in our Sacred Foundry yet. We can just play our planes. Hold up Subtlety, hard cast, and pass. They'll cycle a Xander's Lounge. Sounds good, makes sense. They play out a Liliana. We could certainly Subtlety that. We'll take the hits. Tiny Bones says, we will play the Eagles of the North out of your graveyard. No, we won't. I imagine they'll go Liliana here. We could Subtlety that. Sunfall next turn. Seems good to me. Yeah. Let's rip it. Looks like they're holding a counterspell up. So they remand it. That's fine. We can Subtlety pitching Astrologian's Planisphere. I don't know. I don't love that. Seems like we'd go too far down on cards.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
Let's get rid of the Astrologian's Planisphere.
We all have things we'd rather.
And we can hold a Polluted Delta and Sunfall. Not the best Sunfall. It's only 2. But we can crack it, start pushing down the Liliana. I think we'll probably discard Polluted Delta here. Yeah, that seems good.
Drop it.
Man, a Flage would be excellent. I would love to see a Flage. They discarded Duress. They've got 4 cards to R1. I take that back. They have 2 cards to R0. Okay, well, Elspeth. That seems good. That seems very, very good. Yeah, I agree. Thank you. That seems very nice. Very nice of me. Okay, they better triumph it. That sucks. But if they want to get rid of one of my tokens here, they're going to lose their Liliana next turn. Okay. They... Toxic Deluge for 1. Smart. We're going to activate this. We're going to play the Esper Sentinel. We're going to hit Liliana for 2.
Now you've got my attention.
And then if she wants to downtick, she certainly can. But I will be doing something about that. Okay. They Collective Brutality my token. And then they uptick
Don't overthink things.
Liliana. Think I will Well, I'm going to start dying to this Douthie Voidwalker. I'm going to hit their face. I don't know. That was a really nice sequence of cards from them. I think it is unlikely that we are going to win this one. Especially with a Douthie Voidwalker out. I was going to say, we had the option of maybe casting a Flage here. Well, I guess we could kill the Douthie Voidwalker with our Flage, but it doesn't seem good. We swing for 3. We go down to 6. Abhorrent Oculus. Well, that certainly does something. We may have gotten Giga bailed out. I mean, imagine if we draw the
You picked a fight with the wrong necromancer.
the time warp here. Okay, we're gonna manifest Wan Shitong. Because anything that we mill over with Manifest Dread is potentially castable by the Douthie Voidwalker. Liliana says you must downtick. Understandable. Get rid of Esper Sentinel.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
We have to answer the Douthie Voidwalker because it will kill us next turn. So, we actually want to top deck some removal here. Play out our Wan Shitong. Retrofitter Foundry is not it. That is too bad. Well, we can swing in the Abhorrent Oculus and the Wan Shitong. But I think we're dead here.
Sorry,
That Abhorrent
I'm not
Oculus was a
interested in
really
dying
solid
today.
top deck, but just not enough for our Douthie Voidwalker friend. Douthie Voidwalker, 3/2 that gets in is completely unblockable. It's good shit. 3 steps ahead. Copy the Douthie Voidwalker. Yeah, that's GG. All right, Esper Sentinel, Retrofitter Foundry, our good friend Sunfall again. I don't know. Seems good. We got all of our colors. I think we go Plains Esper Sentinel. Opponent's on a mole. All right, let's run it out. We could go Sacred Foundry Retrofitter. No, because that's not going to make us a token next turn. I think we do Raugrin Retrofitter. They'll get rid of our Esper Sentinel very quickly, but they don't have a lot of cards in hand. They had to discard down to get their Mox Diamond going. Okay. Love to see the Flage. Let's play out our Retrofitter Foundry and pass it back. Painter's Servant. Okay. Painter combo. That's pretty neat. Let's get rid of it. You gotta go. All right. Flage is chilling in the graveyard. Rust Harvester is going to be doing its thing. We could play Jace. Or we could hold up Subtlety. Maybe Sunfall next turn. I don't know. I kind of like playing Jace here. Make a token with our Retrofitter Foundry. They are screwed on lands. Man, we love to see that. That's so weird. The Retrofitter Foundry is still green, even though the Painter Servant is in the graveyard. Are you going to get rid of our Jace? Yeah, you do. That's fine by me, I think. Okay. Island. Do we just Sunfall here? Or do we Subtlety? I think we Sunfall. Get rid of this Rust Harvester. Just get it out of here. We could regret this if they end up starting to draw some lands. Maybe do something here. Ah, yes, they're going to tinker. They're going to tinker, and maybe we wished to hold up that Sunfall for one more turn. They get Golos. Okay. Are you going to get Tolarian Academy? Ah, no, you're going to get Urza Saga. Interesting. Well, what if we swords your Golos? What do you think about that? And then started bashing in with a 2-2. Yeah, I could have held up Subtlety again. I don't know that if that was the right idea for me. But maybe this is going to be okay. Maybe we're going to be okay. Dak Faden. Well, you know what our good friend Dak Faden can do next turn? It can steal a Connie from them. And that would just delight me like nothing else. So we're going to swing in with our Incubator token, because an Urza Saga token couldn't block that. And we'll go ahead and make one. They might get some 3/3 Connies here. That seems pretty good. And they might get a nice card off of Chapter 3 of Urza Saga that we want to snatch with Dak Faden. Yep. Go right ahead. Ah, they get a Mana Crypt. Don't think we have much of a use for that, but we'll absolutely snatch one of your Connies off of you at the end of this turn. Okay, we can Retrofitter Foundry and make a... Actually, we can make a 4/4 Construct. If we do this, untap, and start to get a beatdown plan going. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, enough islands, please. No, thank you. We're gonna DAC. Grab their construct. And we'll play out an island. We'll swing for 2. See what they got. No blocks. Sounds good. And we'll pass. They might even die to their Mana Crypt. Mox Opal. Sounds good. Mightstone and Weakstone is probably going to zap our construct, which is a shame. No, they're going to draw 2 cards. Interesting. Okay. Play an island. Will they swing at Dak? Yes, they will. We are going to make a colorless servo token to block. And GG! Opponent goes first. Got some interesting plays here, but nothing crazy, and we don't have red. I think we're going to mull this. Okay, this is fine. This actually is not as good. We'll just have to see what our opponent gets up to, but I kind of wish we kept that other hand. Oh. I don't want to mull the 5, though. Ooh, and Atraxa right to the bin. This could be a very quick one, folks. Very quick one. Sylvan Safekeeper, you bet. Could do an interesting little trick to them. And try to get rid of their Sylvan Safekeeper by putting it in the hole. Okay. They go for it. They don't actually want to lose out on cards like that. Grim Monolith. Okay. Let's play our island. We could play Glenelendra Guardian, but we wouldn't be able to counter a non-creature spell with it. So I think we play Esper Sentinel. And then we activate Retrofitter Foundry on their end step. Eternal Witness. What are you bringing back from the graveyard? Atraxa? It's the only thing you can. Yeah, you can hard cast Atraxa next turn. That's fucking crazy. We got to draw our Force of Will immediately. Let's go. That's so nuts. Man, I think we've got to cycle our Rafine's Tower and attempt to draw Force of Will. This is so spooky. Time Walk is something. It doesn't get rid of Atraxa, but it's something. Wow. Hardcast Atraxa. That's a nice move, opponent. Mana Vault, Lightning Bolt. Time Walk. Oh, no. The Honest Man's Atraxa. Very impressive. All right, they got a solid grip there. Mana Vault draws us a card. Lovely. Let's go ahead and let that resolve. We could plain cycle to thin our deck, or we could make a Flying Thopter. I think we want to thin our deck. Man, it is not looking good. Okay, a Leyline Binding could bail us out. What else could bail us out? If we had some way to get rid of our creatures, perhaps a balance. Swords. Path. There's some options here. There's definitely some options. Sunfall, of course. Let's grab ourselves the Sacred Foundry in case we draw Sunfall on one of these turns. They're attacking in with the Eternal Witness. No, they're not. Okay. We are going to start by playing our Consider. We're going to get rid of that island. Absolutely do not need that. I said we don't need an island. Let's play our Time Walk. It resolves. Let's play our Sacred Foundry tapped. And let's go to our next turn. We need to get really lucky. There's the Force of Will. We needed it fucking 2 turns ago. Man. Island pass. They're not going to untap their Grim Monolith. They're going to Time Walk here. But we have hardcast Force of Will up. We have Glen Elendra up. Do we just hardcast Force? Or do we Glen Elendra, remove a counter from the creature target? I think we hardcast Force. It's what must be done. Time Walk down. And we draw swords? Are you kidding me? Okay. That sucks. They're going to loop Time Walk with that Emeritus, but we have to kill the Atraxa right now. Oh shit, they can bounce it with Caracas. That's not good. They didn't see it. They didn't see the line. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. They regrowth their Time Walk. Sure. That's fine. They start attacking in at some point. Yeah. No blocks. We'll take 2. Okay, they take a turn off to untap their Mana Vault. They don't have red for the Lightning Bolt, which is great. But they do have a Scalding Tarn, so I don't know what I'm saying. They can't reactivate Emeritus of Abundance yet. So that's good. But they can next turn. So we have to do something to get rid of Time Walk. Something fast. Thundering Falls. What if you surveilled into a Flage? What if you surveilled into a Flage? You did not. Makes me very sad. We are going to chill and hold up this Glenalendra to double block the Emeritus of Abundance. Actually, you know what? We can turn our Servo into a 4/4 and block the Emeritus that way. And thankfully, regrowth is sorcery speed. Germination practicum? Bro, please. Oh, wait, we can counter this. It's okay. Will they let me draw? Please let me draw. Okay. If they attack with the Emeritus of Abundance, we double block Glenalendra and Servo token, but they do not. So, we turn you into a Thopter. That Germination Practicum had to go. Why the fuck are we still drawing these lands? Oh my god. Okay. Well, we can pass here. There's a number of different things we can do. We can tap Retrofitter Foundry to turn our Thopter into a 4/4. We can play the Celestial Colonnade. I'm sorry, activate it to hose the, whatchamacallit? So you become a construct. And they have to have more than just Lightning Bolt to kill this Emeritus. Do we double block with the Celestial Colonnade to ensure that it goes through? That might be nuts. I don't think we do. They're going to try to Lightning Bolt the construct, right? Or they're going to do this before blockers. Yeah, that makes sense. We're going to block so that this doesn't go through. You have something that can deal more than 4 damage. Or deal 4 damage. No, you don't. Thank God. You can Lightning Bolt that if you want. Please, go right ahead. I'm fine with that. We're going to start making a Connie army like you've never seen. We can't sacrifice this, right? Yeah, we can't. Fine. It's fine. Snapcaster Mage. Getting back Time Walk. Getting back Germination Practicum. Yeah, they're getting back Time Walk. That's okay. We're just going to make a bunch of Retrofitter Foundry guys. I would have gotten Germination Practicum, because at some point, Malcolm and Eternal Witness and Snapcaster Mage would have outscaled anything that I can play here. Okay. Go to their turn. They draw a card. Play a land. Fetch. They got 16 cards in deck. 15. We got 19. They wheel. Sounds fantastic. Do we want to cast the Subtlety? Let's grab a land out of our deck first. Let's grab the plains. Shoot, I should have looked at my deck to think about what I'm likely to draw here. Let's... You know what? Fuck it. Let's cast the Subtlety. How much stuff do we actually have that's instant speed? Probably not a lot. We Subtlety. Got our big-ass blocker. It's a big refill for them, but we got a Leyline Binding. We got a Path to Exile. We can play all these cards. We got Elspeth for next turn. Dak Faden stealing Mana Vault. Dak Faden stealing any other artifact that they might play. Flage. Fucking tons of shit. Wistfulness. Great. We tap you, perhaps? They're going to exile the Portable Hole or the Retrofitter Foundry. Yeah, we're done with that. I think we're good. We don't need that. Man, if they had known to bounce their Atraxa with the Caracas, that could have been a game changer. I got 6 cards in deck. We can maybe make them draw out another one with this Path. Zurin Orb. Well, they'll gain life for fucking forever with that. We pass to combat, pass to attackers. Swing with Malcolm. Loot? No, you won't do it. Path to Exile. On the Wistfulness. It must happen. What do we want to do this turn? Flage? Elspeth? They grab a land. Great. Do we want a Leyline Binding anything? I don't think so. Balance. Balance, balance, balance. Balance, if we play out, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. They have to sack 3 lands. A bunch of creatures. We could balance next turn. I don't know. I think I like Elspething here. Holding up Leyline Binding. Yeah. Snap Resolve.
The multiverse will be free from this scourge.
2/2/2, which means that they would kill Elspeth, but we're just gonna start shipping damage on him. I think.
Send on wings of light.
Which we actually don't have to do. They're gonna deck themselves before they do that. So I think we actually chill. Do we flage anything? No, we don't. We do not. We just hold up Leyline Binding. We could DAC next turn. We could balance if they play more creatures than us. Okay, they're tapping their Mana Vault. Tireless Provisioner. Well, that's fine by me. I'm going to make some land drops. Titania! That's what you've got the Zurin Orb for. Well, I'll tell you what we got. We got Leyline Bizinding for your Titania. That's not going to happen. Oh, you can bounce Titania with Caracas. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Sounds good. Oh, or just start making the creatures right now. Yep. Yeah. You should go ahead and do that, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to balance. That way, you're going to have to go down to very, very few creatures. And I'm going to be able to stay alive. And then they push back Titania now? Wait, where did she go? Oh, she's underneath the Leyline Binding. It happened. Okay, that's fine. 4 cards in deck. They make a land drop. Here's what we do. We play our Flage. They play a Sylvan Caryatid. They get a Mystical Tutor. What are they going to put on top of their deck? They find nothing. They fail to find. They play a Utopia Sprawl. Go green. And then they hope to live somehow. Okay, we got the Sunfall. That might be even better. Yeah, we got to rip it. What do you got for us, opponent? Everyone goes away. We make 2 11/11 tokens. Oh my gosh. We can uptick Elspeth.
More heroes for the cause.
We can Dak Faden. Oh my god, wait. We make them draw 2 and discard 2. Hello!
Nothing sweeter to steal.
Yeah. We're shooting you with the Uncle Dak's fucking Unk gun. Woo! Too much white. Can't cast Time Walk, can't cast Dak. Would have loved to keep that. This, way better. We're going to put back Oculus. Get Probe. Sure. I think we'll do Island Consider here. A nude Sunbillow Verge. And we'll say your go. Jite. Jite. Let's consider. That Esper Sentinel's kind of nice. I don't think we want it, though. Get rid of that. Mana Drain. Let's try to drain something big here. Send that Jite back where it came from. Nova Hellkite. Well, that would make 5 mana. And it would disallow it from being put back into their deck. So, or I'm sorry, it would disallow it from getting exiled at the end of turn. So we're gonna mana drain that. It's a shame we don't have anything really juicy. Well, I spoke too soon. We have a Leyline Binding that we can drop on this Umezawa's Jite. And then we can play out an Astrologian's Planisphere and a Jace. That was actually a really hot mana drain. We need another Plains for this Unexpectedly Absent. Burst Lightning, man down. Chain Lightning, Elf Thing down. Strip Mine, taking us off Plains. Damn. One good play from us, another good play from them. Wan Shi Tong. How about you go ahead and crack a fetch here, opponent? Fear of missing out? Okay. When an opponent searches their library. Okay. I think we do not Wan Shi Tong this turn. There we go. Plains. So we're guaranteed to draw at least one card with Wan Shi Tong this way. Okay. You're going to untap. I'm going to cast Wan Shi Tong for 2. I'll get 2 counters, and we will block. We don't have the removal. Life is good. Eagles of the North gets us a Plains. Let's let's do this. Sacred Foundry. Tell you what else we'll do. We'll go bang bang. You. Hit you. Get rid of the token. That may be too aggro, but Wanshi City. Figure of Destiny. Not gonna cut it, pal. Wait a second. Maybe he's gonna cut it. Let's do a Raugrin cycle. Okay, we've got a Sunfall for if we need to get bailed out. This requires one more mana, though. Pretty spooky. Not gonna take the hit. Not yet. Blage. You bet. Blage comes back next turn. Not good. Very not good. Blage comes back next turn. We Sunfall. Yeah. Get rid of Flage. Get rid of Figure. Take some damage. Go to 3. Maybe sus. Maybe shouldn't have done that. Dead to a lightning bolt. They go to 12. They think they got us. We Sunfall them. They can't believe it. The Abhorrent Oculus next turn. Turn the game around, please. Please. Yikes, Lion Sash. I guess it's not that scary, but it could be. A way to equip. And I think we just got an Oculus here. Let's grab just some random cards. We don't need anything in particular. Man, imagine if we got a Time Walk. Wouldn't that be nice? Ah, we could have... no, we did not want to balance there. We did not want to balance. We would have had to discard our whole hand. That would have been a travesty. We should have prioritized permanence. They're going to make a 4/4 with their Lion Sash. Play out a Force of Will. They're tapping some shit. Okay, they're cycling Jetmir's Garden. Fine. A-okay with me. They can get up to... yeah, they can Lion Sash. They swing in. We're going to activate this. Double block with face down card and incubator token. They can trade if they get rid of their Nova Hellkite and their Jetmir's Garden. Which is probably what they'll do, it looks like. Gosh, wish we had some life gain. Really wish we had some life gain. And they don't got anything else. My prayers have been answered. Oh, glorious day. Thank you. Thank you. We are out of bolt range. Life is so sweet. We could put Astrologian's Planisphere on the Abhorrent Oculus. Why not? Why not? Huh. We could get a Retrofitter Foundry. Yeah, why not? This doesn't get turned up. Yeah, it's not a creature card, so it doesn't get turned up the way we'd like it to. Okay, folks. Here we go. 6-1. Raugrin Triumph. Island. Mana Drain. Time Walk. Opponent is on Lurrus. That is interesting. I think we're going to keep this. It might be sus. But, I just can't say no to Time Walk. Thundering Falls. Let's play that out first. Force a Negation. It Against the Lurrus deck, I don't think so. I might regret those words, but Mother of Runes, A-okay by me. Let's play out our island, and let's hold up Mana Drain and pass. God, it would be lovely to hit a Mana Drain into an Abhorrent Oculus, but that's just not going to happen. Lingering Souls. If we Mana Drain this, they won't make the souls. They can still flash it back. I just don't think it's good enough value, but it could... We could convert it into drawing a card by cycling the Raugrin Triome. I'm down for it. We're so up on games. Let's just jam it. Glenalendra Guardian. That's kind of tempting. We could play the Glenalendra out and then Time Walk. I mean, I don't think it's going to get any better. Yeah. We rip it. Start banging in. Start banging in. Let's take the Eagles of the North. Let's go get our Sacred Foundry. Let's play it untapped. Maybe we cycle Raugrin Triome. And then... But first we swing for 2. Seems good. Did we play a land? Yeah, we did. We played the Foundry. Anything that they play that's a creature is going to get protection from white, which is a concern. Such as a Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Looks like we are cycling our Raugrin Triome here, folks. Balance. Balance, balance, balance. That could be dastardly. They have to pick between Thalia and Mom. Or we could wait until they Lingering Souls again. I think we chill on the balance. I think we chill on the balance. I think we attack with Glenalendra. We got a better clock than them right now. We pass. I would encourage them to Lingering Souls. Although, they're getting hoed on land drops. That's a very good sign for us. In any moment now, we're going to be able to cast this Abhorrent Oculus. So they Lingering Souls. We could counter this. And just call it a day. But they also aren't drawing any cards. I don't know. I think maybe we let this go through. Try to unexpectedly absent. No. I think we balance here. This is where we balance. Flage. Flage Island. Okay, that means we go down to 3 lands. Not good, but not terrible. Go Plains, Sacred Foundry, Thundering Falls. Send the Flage face. They have to discard 3 cards. Sorry. Yeah, 3 cards. That seems good. and they get one creature. They're either keeping Thalia or Mom. We keep Sacred Foundry, Plains, and Thundering Falls. They keep all their lands. I guess I didn't need to do this before. No, I did do this before combat because they're going to get rid of their tokens. Yes. And we swing for 2. And pass. Abhorrent Oculus looking fan-fucking-tastic. They'll probably put Lurrus into hand. Yep. Makes sense. They cut down the Glenalendra. That's fine. I don't really care about that right now. What did they get rid of? They got rid of a Jite and a Thalia. We could Flage right now. Potentially go lethal. Yeah. I like that. Let's Flage right now. Oh, shit. We don't have the right cards. Okay, we got an Abhorrent Oculus. Plan B. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Show us the Time Walk next turn, please. Abhorrent Oculus. They play Lurrus. They have a land drop. They can play Jite or Thalia. But, oh my god. Well, shit, we can't flip any of those. These are colorless. That means they can sneak in against Mom. They got to take a turn off of Lurrus to play a Go for the Throat. But now we get to play our Flage. To play our sweet Flagey boy. Oh wait, we already played our Time Walk. I'm smoking. We exile those guys. Send 3 to their face. And then we have to do some kind of gambit where we try to hit them with Mom. Yeah, dude. You're not going to be able to block that. That's a colorless card. That's pretty fucking tight for us. Your mom is smoked. Your mom is smoked. Okay, they can Thalia here, but we're going to attempt to... Well, we're going to attempt to unexpectedly absent their Lurrus. They'll give a pro-white, and then we swing for the kill. GG's! Wow. Unbelievable. What a sesh, folks. We turned Azorius Piss into something quite fantastic. This pack 3 sequence of Flage into Dak. Oh my goodness. This just had that really nice balance, no pun intended, of controlling cards but strong finishers. Elspeth, Sunfall, fucking MVP, Flage, Dak Faden putting in work, Glenalendra Guardian really showed up to work today. We love it. We absolutely love it. We had a couple of Retrofitter Foundry matches. Yeah, I was really glad of... Wait, oh my god. We forgot to fucking run Lutri. Oh no. Oh my god. We did it with a pinky tied behind our back, folks. Maybe a pinky and a ring finger if you count it like that. Man, we forgot to run Lutri. Holy shit. I can't imagine how many of you were screaming at me, put Lutri in the fucking command zone or the companion zone. Jesus Christ. Oh man, that was a goof. Holy shit. That would have really changed a couple of games there. Damn. Yeah, we were fighting with a couple fingers behind our back with that one. Holy crap. Blue-white piss. Really putting in some work. Flage. Little tiny red splash. Absolutely delicious. Folks, thanks so much for sticking around. Thanks for enjoying some more lovely, lovely Powered Cube gaming. It's a lot of fun to play. More arena videos coming to you from the Maybach Egg channel here in the near future. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!